But
You're awesome.
thank you. We'll open up the meeting with saying the pledge, please. Yes. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Can we have roll call?
Mayor Smith,
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Valentine,
Here.
Trustee Stelter,
Here.
Trustee Schwartz,
Here.
Trustee Brunner.
He's online.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if you heard me or not. Trustee Brunner, can you hear us? And Trustee Check.
Here.
And Trustee Hunter is excused tonight. So you have a quorum.
Thank you. Do we need to make sure that Bill will be able to? He's not muted. Trustee Brunner, I just want to make sure you can hear us and you're going to be able to make comments as needed. Vote. Yes. Okay. All right. Well, you don't, at this point, you can't really say roll call, can you, for him? You need to hear
No,
from
I
him.
have it on there that he's at Zoom and I'll make a note that he has an answer.
Okay, but we have a quorum, even
Yes,
with
you do.
everybody in person. Okay, very good. Could I get a motion to approve the agenda?
Motion to approve the agenda.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? No, thank you. And does anyone have any announcements? Hearing none, we'll move on to public comment. And any topic not included under actions and presentations on tonight's agenda, the public is welcome to come up with 3 minutes to speak. If anybody would like to come up, please just raise your hand. Please, Patterson.
Patterson, all time.
Oh, thank you.
It'll be 45 seconds. Christina Patterson, Price Road. I was just wondering if y'all could buy new flags for Poulos Park. They're so tattered and so dismal right now. I mean, it was really evident during Memorial Day weekend. And if they could just be bought, I don't know out of what fund, and just up before 4th of July, that would just be so great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Would anyone else like to speak on something not on the agenda? Come up, please. Give us your first name or go ahead and sign in.
Yeah,
Please tell me will you tell me your first name again?
Marlene,
Marlene, thank you. We were on the tour together and
right.
thank you.
That tour was great. Thank you. I would like to connect dots between two items that came up at a recent council meeting. Administrator Wynn shared how a recent conference addressed tribalism. The most extreme tribalism I've observed at town meetings was between straight Christians and supporters of the town action of officially hanging the rainbow flag on town property. The other event was installation of Lucy Hunter as the new trustee. Lucy Hunter displays the rainbow flag in the window of her business. I don't need to know whether Lucy is gay, straight, or any other sexual identity represented by the flag. No matter what her sexual identity, I respect her as a fellow traveler on our common journey through life. However, the flag does reflect tribalism, and I request Lucy to remove the flag. This would display her commitment to all citizens of Paonia, regardless of where they live life sexually. A third item could be connected to these, and that was Chief Laminger at a previous meeting mentioned that mental health resource was available to their department. Government established by the people, for the protection of life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. Government schools are affecting the mental health of our young people, and I request that each of you watch a video. It's about an hour and 27 minutes long. It's called artclubmovie.com. It's the journey of a Colorado teen who dealt with gender dysphoria, depression, suicidal ideation. We need to protect our youth in Colorado government schools. Thank you.
Thank you. Would anyone else like to come up and speak on anything not on the agenda? Seeing none, could I have a motion to accept the consent agenda?
I make a motion that we accept the consent agenda.
You have a second?
I'll second.
Did anybody want to ask any questions about the consent agenda before I ask for a motion to accept? Or before I ask for all in favor? Yes.
I would just like to make a comment, being on the finance committee, I've been so impressed with the systems we have in place, the knowledge that staff has on the finances, and I've just been really enjoying giving a deep dive and looking at all the disbursements. So just want to say props to the staff for that.
Thank you. Anyone else? Right, with a motion on the table, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. And we have a departmental scorecard as staff reports, but Administrator Nguyen is still out of town. So at this point, unless somebody has a question they'd like to get on the record, I certainly am not in a position to answer anything. So I didn't know if anybody had a question. Okay. Hearing none, are you happy to move on to our actions and presentations? And let's see, Sam, I'm on page 27 of the agenda, which is the first action, request to partner with the town on tree and fence projects on shared property line at 209 Main Street, which, by the way, is directly behind the building here and next to the parking lot. Sam, would you like to describe this? I'll let you catch up.
Okay, thank you. I don't have the packet right.
Since the Richardsons are going to be here.
No, they're not gonna be here. If you choose to go with the recommended motion on there, that kind of solves it because they have an opportunity to appear on the 28th. I don't have a ton of information about it other than what you see in front of you with the letter. It's something that they have approached the town about a few times before, but as you know, we were going through a little transition period there. So it's just now making it there. I think they're pretty clear about what they're interested in, and it seems that some time spent on research and getting some details and then being able to bring those back to you would probably be the best possible way for you guys to be able to make a decision or engage in that discussion. So.
Trustee Stelter, do you have a question?
Just that I want to make sure that the survey line is established, the border is established. That's it.
Anyone else with comments on it? Actually, hold on one second. Anybody in the audience have a comment on this agenda item? I'm sorry. Hearing none. Other questions from the trustees? So would someone like to make a motion to direct the town administrator to research the requests and costs and bring back a report, et cetera?
I move to direct the town administrator to research the requests and costs and bring back a report and staff recommendation to the board at June 25, 2024 meeting.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Mayor,
Yes.
Madam Mayor, I have a question about when a motion is made. Is there a comment period after the motion is made, or does it just go straight into vote?
I probably should have given you an opportunity to comment.
Is that per Robert's rules?
Yeah, I think so. Yep, that was my
Okay,
oversight. My apologies. Did you want to comment?
I did have one comment I would like
I
to.
said, can we do that?
You haven't moved on. I don't, if
Yeah,
none of
we
you have an
moved to the
objection,
next
I don't
agenda
see a
item.
problem.
I'd like to just add to the motion, trustee Stelter's request of with the survey. being done.
Okay.
So that would be my only comment that I have. I don't think
That's an amendment, so.
we don't need to amend it, but,
You just use separate motion.
You could make a separate motion if you
oh,
like.
perfect, I
right?
can make a separate motion. I make a motion that at the June 25th, 2024 meeting, that, or beforehand, survey is done, so we have established boundary lines, property lines.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. And were you able
There
to?
should, since that's a recent sale, there should be fresh pins, so.
And were you able to get that?
Yes.
Thank you.
Agenda item number 2, board and staff appointments to the Personnel Committee. And let's see, you know, I have jumped ahead of myself. Second. So, again, Clerk Better, would you like to describe this agenda item?
Yes, so with your recent acceptance of the new roles for committees, one of the things was doing the personnel committee and making it more of a formalized compilation for a personnel liaison group. And it was decided that that would be made up of the mayor, a trustee of the staff's choosing, and a staff member of the staff's choosing. So I did go and talk to every department and explain to them the process. No department heads or supervisors took part in either the nominations or the votes, because the way we told them, it's like, you know, this is who you're gonna go to if you think we're being unfair to you. So we really shouldn't have any say-so in that. It should be people that you're confident and comfortable with. So, and then we did end up doing an alternate as well, because we do have some staff members who are related to each other in different departments, and we wanted to make sure if someone was out of town or if the mayor was unable to be a part of it, that there was an alternate that the staff had also chosen. And so, as you can see, they chose my deputy clerk, Ruben Santiago, as the representative, with Joanne Katzer from the police department as the alternate. And in a very close race, Kathy Schwartz, or Trustee Schwartz, with Trustee Stelter as an alternate, if you are willing to take that on. That's who staff would like to do. And then we'll do this again in April with staff. Sometimes you have a turnover. We thought it would be better if we redid that every year, just because you never know how things change for people. So, and that's all I got.
Thank you. Let me ask if there's anybody in the audience that would like to make a comment on this proposal. Seeing none. Trustee comments, or would someone like to make a motion? We're wide open.
I move to appoint Mayor Smith, Trustee Swartz, and Ruben Santiago to the Personnel Committee with Trustee Stelter and Joanne Katzer.
A second?
Sure, I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. That
Yes,
motion
thanks.
passes. And then Trustee Schwartz, this is an appreciation proposal you had, and we wanted to have you here to describe it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Madam Mayor. So what I'm proposing is that we take up to 3 minutes and no more. Like, I'll be strict in that time, and would want the Town Administrator Nguyen to be strict with that too, just to do appreciations. There's so much good happening in this town. And I think that this is an opportunity to just bring these things forward, and to do it in a way that isn't time intensive for staff. There's basically no time for staff, time of staff involved. It wouldn't take much time, again, 3 minutes. And what I would do is propose putting on the message board a message every week to remind people what the process would be. I would ask that they would email it to me. And then and to keep their appreciations just as concise as possible, because I'd want to get it in as many as possible. But I want the council's, I want y'all's support on this, because I would be representing I mean, I am a trustee, but it would be on behalf of council that I would be soliciting this information. So for example, I don't think I need to read the letter, you all can read it in there. My examples would change now because there's been a lot happening. I wrote this about a month ago. So yeah, that's my proposal to you all, is that you would allow me to put these on the message board and collect the appreciations and then read them at our town council meetings.
Can we ask any comments from the audience? 3?
Shereen Patterson, Rio Grande, I'm not gonna put my name or address here, or this is the last time I'm gonna identify myself. Because we know why, social media. Anyway, it's a good initiative, but this is a business meeting for the townspeople. And we're already restricted in our comments to give even 3 minutes for something like affirming somebody's health or somebody's contribution or something like that. There's other avenues for that in public, even better than here, because really, what kind of audience do you have here for people? You know, town business isn't even getting the attention that it should have. That's what I have to say. I'm against that kind of thing. Appreciation.
This type of thing often ends up being a popularity contest rather than true merit. We see that in all different places regularly. It is not the duty of government to do this. There are more pressing duties for the council to address. And there are community clubs who could do this if they wish. Thank you.
Anyone else from the audience? Seeing none. Comments from the trustees?
I see this as a good thing, and 3 minutes of our meeting is not excessive, so I'm in favor of this.
Trustees?
I think it's a good idea, just to publicize what's going on, what's happening. What's good is, information is always good, and I just don't see a downside to this.
Trustee Check?
I concur. I think it is a good idea, and 3 minutes isn't that much to show some appreciation for something that's happened. It's appreciated.
Trustee Bruner, I'm not sure if you can participate, but I wanted to give you an opportunity. Sorry, I haven't asked you sooner. All right, hearing none.
May I make a
Oh,
comment?
yes.
So one thing that I would like to address is that I want to try this for 3 meetings. And then let's evaluate. Is it working? Is it not working? And if it's not working, we either stop it or we change it. And I would change that date. Let me just, let's see, the next meeting. I think it would be the first meeting in July, July 9th. So that would be my one change to the proposal.
I have a single question, and it is, are you suggesting posting to the Paonia, Colorado message board?
I would do both of them.
Okay. Any other discussion? Someone like to make a motion just to show acceptance of this idea?
I make a motion that we accept the proposal and that we evaluate after 3 meetings.
I'll second that.
All in favor? Okay, thank you. That passes. And we have one last agenda item. And it's mine. Let's see. So at our last meeting, we established our 4 trustee committees, and the Public Safety Committee being one of them. But in all of the action associated with that, I forgot to ask for a motion to ask the Public Safety Committee to work on addressing the request for parking limits on the 100, 200 blocks of Grand Avenue that was brought up at our last meeting. Excuse me. So we need to do that formally. So I'm bringing this back for you all to consider if those on the Public Safety Committee, which is Trustee Hunter and Trustee Check, if the trustees would like to see them work with staff on that. And let me just add that Police Chief Lamager could not be here tonight, but he knows that this is on the agenda, and should the Public Safety Committee be asked to work on this, he will be available at your disposal to start looking at it. So with that, do we have any comments from the public?
I just have a question.
Please, come on up.
I'm sorry, I'm Lauren Fuller's. We live on 14618 Community Line. Just to clarify your parking issues on Grand, did you say it was time limited? Is that what I heard? I'm actually having a little bit of trouble hearing you guys. Was it like meters? Is that what you're suggesting, is to limit the time in a slot, or just that was just my question.
I'll address it when we have our discussion.
Okay,
Thank you. Anyone else like to come up? Shireen, I think you were first. Oh, Christina, were you first? Please come up.
Christine Patterson Price Road. Is it just gonna be specific to Grand Avenue? It's not gonna be talking about parking on like Main Street or up and down 100 and 200 block? No, just Grand.
We'll address that during discussion.
Also, okay.
Shireen?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Anyone else? And I'll just follow up. So last week or last meeting, we were asked by one of the business owners in this block of Grand if there could be some work into trying to limit the time people park on the 100 and 200 blocks of Grand Avenue, simply because that is our main C1 commercial district. And what she had brought up is that people that are working in some of those offices are leaving their cars there all day. So that was her concern. So she brought it to us. And we just created this Public Safety Committee specifically to have an opportunity for trustees to work with staff to address a specific issue that will eventually come to the public and trustees. So at this point, our discussion was the 100 and 200 blocks of Grand Avenue, but that to me does not mean that the issue regarding parking couldn't go further, because it's hard to say what exactly could be some of the outcome and a way to address it. So I'm just throwing that out. But I want to do adhere to what we had talked about 2 weeks ago in this proposal. So comments from trustees?
And so what about meters and time limits? Just to address the question.
So that would come out of the research. There's no, I don't know what the outcome will be. And that is the point of having the committee look at it. Thanks.
And then the process would be that the committee would bring it forward to council, and then we'd have public discussion, et cetera.
Because it would have to be.
Clarify everything.
Yeah, thanks. It would have to be an ordinance change. So all that has to go through the ordinance process. If they come up with a solution. Anyone else? The two people, well, Lucy isn't here. Are you a willing participant? Trustee Check. Thank you. And the way this particular committee is set up, there has to be a motion made by the trustees to ask two trustee members to do a particular assignment. So with that, could we have a motion for that, to that effect?
I move to ask the Public Safety Committee to research how to address parking issues on the 100 and 200 blocks of Grand Avenue in coordination with the town staff.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. And I do not have a mayor's report, and I don't believe there's any trustee reports. So I am going to adjourn this meeting at 6:54, which is a record. Thank you all.